set. I gotta be ready because I'm thinking as soon as I get to the door. You see the title of the video, your girl is back again with another story time. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even have to say anything because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on what? That's on what? That's on period. And Mary had a little lamb. As y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail, today's story time is going to be about the time my roommates tried to jump me. So this is a sequel. If y'all didn't see the last story time, go watch that video and then hop back over here because y'all want to know, y'all want me to know why I'm so petty. I don't want y'all to click on this video and be like, oh, she petty, she petty. No, if you watched that previous video, you would know why me and my roommates had a dispute and why we didn't get along. So watch that video and come back to this video and then we gonna talk about it. And I know I told y'all that video, I had already gave y'all this story time, but y'all, I told y'all I had like 12 roommates throughout college, so I guess I never created the video and I thought I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all now. And if this story time does sound familiar and I did give it to y'all before but I forgot, my bad. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So back where we left off at, I basically told y'all the roommates were gonna give them the same name. So I named the older one Mike and the little one Ike. Y'all get it? Mike and Ike. And I told y'all the older one didn't like me because we used to have problems with the air condition, one, and then two, she stepped to my room door trying to confront me about something and we had a little argument, so she was acting funny after that. And then the second roommate, her and her boyfriend, I think I named him Fruit Cup in that last story time, her and Fruit Cup got into a dispute and I didn't call the police, or I didn't tell the police that I physically saw him do it. So she got mad at me because she thought I should have called the police, but I didn't feel compelled to do so because that's none of my business. That's y'all problem, that's y'all business. So yeah, we got into it, and since this day we not seeing eye to eye, y'all. I didn't speak to them anymore. It went from us, like, we used to like speak to each other at the bare minimum. Like if I came home and I saw her, I would speak to her, or if I seen her on family campus, she would speak to me, I would speak to her. But no, y'all, it was just mugs. Like ever since that situation where she was at my room door and she found out that I seen him key her car and she felt like I should have called the police and I didn't, ever since that day me and her didn't see eye to eye. I would literally see her on campus and we would just be looking at each other like this. And then my homegirls would be like, Asia, ain't that your roommate? Yeah, she just got a room in my apartment. That's it. Like, I'm not about to speak to her. She not about to speak to me, y'all. Like, we did not see eye to eye. Both of the sisters did go to FAMU. And it's kind of crazy, y'all, because at the time I would rarely see them on campus, but after we got into this dispute and we weren't seeing eye to eye anymore, I was seeing them all the time like clockwork. It would be crazy. I told you at the time I was a sophomore and her little sister was, I think both of them, maybe both of them was freshmen. I don't know, y'all, but I just know that we didn't have anything in common. I'm like a health major and I believe they were, I don't know, they were a STEM major as well, y'all, but I'd never seen them this much until the whole situation. Like after that situation happened, I just started seeing them on campus like non-stop. Like in the morning I would see them as I'm coming into the apartment complex, they would be coming in. Like we just started seeing each other a lot, which is weird. Like maybe the universe knew we had a problem with each other. So fast forward, like I told y'all, for like I want to say it was pretty quiet for like a month after that situation. It would just be, I would come in the house, see them, they see me, we wouldn't say anything to each other. And then maybe like it was a little over a month after that situation where I finally seen them at my job. If you are new here, your girl used to work at Chick-fil-A on campus and I used to work in the front, y'all. I was the cash register.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That was funny. I was a cash register. I was a cashier, y'all. I used to ring up the money and I used to make drinks and shakes, and then my manager started hating on me, so they put your girl to the back. But we're gonna talk about that later in the video. So one day I'm at the register, y'all, and they have 4 registers at Chick-fil-A. I'm on the 4th register, the register all the way to the end, and it's a Friday. On Fridays, everybody and their mom wants Chick-fil-A. I don't know why they be acting like that's the only fast food on campus, but everybody wants Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, and the line is literally like wrapped around the building. There's like so many people in line. So as I'm ringing up people, I would occasionally just look up and I see my roommate, y'all. I look up, I see Mike, but she was all the way in the back. So mentally, I made a note telling myself like, all right, when she gets to the front of the line, I'm going to the back because I'm not serving her. I'm not serving her in any life. If this was Burger King, she could not have it her way. I know I'm at Chick-fil-A, but it would never be her pleasure. Like, I would never say my pleasure to her. I'm not serving her. So I made a little mental note like, all right, Asia, when she gets to the front, go ahead and go to the back so there's no problems. Because like I said, y'all, I haven't really spoke to the sisters since that game night. That was the last time we really spoke. We got into it and we just had, I don't know, it was like we had animosity towards each other, and I wasn't even mad about the situation anymore. I just didn't want to speak to them anymore because it's just like you coming at me sideways for something I don't have anything to do with it. So I'm a Taurus, y'all. I was stuck in my ways thinking like I'm right, you wrong, and I don't know what sign they are, but they thought they was right about the situation. So we just weren't seeing eye to eye. So I didn't want to have to speak to them. I didn't want to have to serve them. I didn't want to have to do anything with them. Like the only thing we got in common is a lease. Like we on the same lease, and that's about it. Like I don't want to see you. So I'm at Chick-fil-A and I'm ringing people up, and like, you know, sometimes when you're at work, y'all, time just be flying like this. Like time just be flying. Next thing you know, I look up and Mike is at the front of the line. Like she's about to be next in line. So I hurry up and ring up my last customer, and I go start making imaginary shakes. The ice cream machine, the shake machine is literally right beside my register, and it's kind of ducked off to the corner. There's literally no shake orders on the screen, y'all. I literally just started making Oreo shakes. I just started making chocolate shakes. I'm making shakes because I do not want to say next guest. Like if she's my next guest, I can clock out. Like I did not want to serve her, so I just started making imaginary shakes, y'all. I'm literally over there just making shakes, and I'm taking my time with it. Like the person that got them shakes, they had extra Oreo, extra whip, they had extra everything, y'all, because I was really taking my time with it. And I don't know if the universe knew that we was gonna need shakes, but while I'm over there, 3 shakes popped up on the screen. So one of the shakes that I had already made, it was an Oreo shake. That was a popular shake that people would get from Chick-fil-A. So I went ahead and sat it on the counter, and then it was 3 more additional shakes that popped up. And one of the shakes happened to be Mike's shake, my roommate shake. So I'm just like, oh, as soon as I get done making these 2 shakes, I'm hopping back on the register. Because like I said, y'all, I'm not serving her in any life. I don't care that we at Chick-fil-A. Like she will not be getting that Chick-fil-A hospitality if I'm on the clock. Like it's not happening. So I go ahead and make the 2 shakes. I read the names off and I sit the shakes on the counter. The people walk up and get their shake, and then I hop back on register 4, and that's called next guest. When I do that, Mike is like, she's off to the side, but she's in like the front of the line or whatever. And I don't think she realized that I was the person that was making the shakes. At the time, I didn't think she realized it because like I said, y'all, it was 4 registers and then there was a whole bunch of people working. The Chick-fil-A was crowded. I didn't think she really peeped that I was making the shakes because the shake area was kind of like ducked off to the side. But y'all, she peeped. She was watching me the entire time. So as I'm ringing my girl up, it's another girl, I'm ringing another customer up, y'all. I give her her drink. Mike pops up out the corner and she's like, you trying to be funny? Are you trying to be funny? And she's very hostile. Like she's like, you trying to be funny? Real hostile, y'all. She's like, you trying to be funny? You trying to be funny? Are you trying to be funny? Baby, you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. We're not doing this at my job. Y'all, I'm the best ignorer. Like you cannot try to pop off on me at my job. So I started acting like the Pellis Karen, the Pellis of the Pellis Karen, y'all. I'm looking at her like everybody else. Like she's talking all loud. You trying to be funny? You trying to be funny? So I started looking at her like everybody else looking at her. I'm starting to make her look like she needs to be admitted to a mental institution messing with me. Like if you try to argue with me in public, one thing I'm not going to be is embarrassed. I don't care who you are, y'all. That's a skill of mine. Like anytime my mom try to yell at me in public, a boyfriend, it don't matter who it is, I will make you look like you need to be in a mental hospital. I don't care where we at. I will quickly pull one of those, I'm a bystander. I will quickly pull out the Karen card. So I'm looking at her like, oh my gosh, please, inside voice, like, Like, are you doing all this yelling at a college campus? Like, why are you doing all this yelling? So I'm looking at her crazy. I'm not saying anything, y'all. So I'm ranking people up and I'm getting my condiments for my guests. But at the same time, I'm looking up like this as I'm giving my guests her sauce. I'm like this. And she's like, are you trying to be funny? Oh, you trying to be funny. Okay. Okay. You trying to be funny. And then my coworker to the left of me, she's like, Asia, I think she's talking to you. You think she's talking to me? No, she's not talking to me. So now I'm annoyed because how you gonna let everybody know that she's talking to me? Obviously, I know she's talking to me, but I'm on the clock, so she's not talking to me. So I look at my coworker and I'm like, no, she's not talking to me. And I'm giving her attitude now because I know she's talking to me. You know she's talking to me, but I'm trying to act like she needs to be admitted to a hospital. So why are you making it be known that she's talking to me? So I'm looking at her like I'm looking at her like she is crazy, y'all, because it's crazy when people are acting out in public and just being loud and you're calm. That makes them madder. So she's getting madder because I'm acting like she's not even talking to me. Like, I'm literally ringing people up, making drinks, giving them condiments. Like, I'm moving around and you still don't got your ice cream. Nobody's on the ice cream station. Like, she's really hot, y'all. So she's just like, okay, I got something for that. I got something for that. Whole time I'm not saying anything to anyone. She's still yelling. Okay. Okay. She's saying a lot about me, y'all. I can't recall everything she was saying about me. Of course, she was calling me out my name, saying, be trying to be funny, blah, 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 blah. Just saying a whole bunch of BS about me or whatever. And at the time, she was talking so loud that one of my managers, they came for the back to try to get the scoop on what was going on. And it just happened to be a manager in particular that did not like me. And I know what y'all thinking. Like, Asia, why don't nobody like you? But if you're not new to this channel, I already told y'all what was up with my managers and the people that worked at Chick-fil-A. But anyway, y'all, I'm on the register and I'm trying to act like I'm oblivious. I don't know what's going on. Eventually, my coworker that asked me, Asia, I think she's talking to you. She goes and she makes the shake and she makes the girl shake, and then Mike, she leaves or whatever. I'm thinking, all right, that's the end of that or whatever. And honestly, y'all, it wasn't just Mike. Anytime somebody was coming to Chick-fil-A that I wasn't fond of or I didn't want to serve, I would go to the back. Sometimes I would just do a random bathroom break. I would just leave the area. I'm not serving somebody that I don't care for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. At this point in my life, I was not that mature to not like you and then to say my pleasure. Like, I wasn't there yet. I was not there yet. Give me grace, y'all. I was a sophomore in college. Wasn't there yet, okay? So I'm ringing people up as regular. I'm thinking this is just a regular work day. But no, y'all. The manager that does not like me, we gonna call her, no beef if you see this now, y'all, but we gonna call her Chihuahua. Chihuahua comes to the front and she basically closed down my register. She swatches it over and she puts somebody else on my register. So she logs me out. Asia, meet me in the office. I follow her to the back to the office and I'm like, what's up? And y'all, I'm confused. I didn't even know that they peeped what was going on at all. Like, I didn't know any of my coworkers peep. I know they heard the girl was yelling, but I didn't peep that they peep what I did. So I'm in the back of the office and I'm like, what? What was going on out there? Chihuahua, this is Chihuahua talking. She's like, what's going on out there? People getting rung up. What are you talking about? She's like, no, I've been watching you. I was watching you from the back. When that girl came up here, you purposely hopped on the shake machine and you started making shakes and there was no orders on the screen. I'm like, what? I heard the orders coming. I heard the orders coming and no one was over there. So when you're working the register, y'all, and they don't have an assigned person on the shake machine, you would basically hop in. You and the people that was on the register, you would just go hop in and make it if you had downtime or if you were closer, because I was the fourth register. So I would be making them and I would also be bringing people up. So I'm like, I heard people ordering, so that's why I hopped over there. She's like, well, yeah, but why you didn't make that last shake? The order sat up there for over 10 minutes. Why you didn't make that last shake? And I'm just like, oh, I didn't see it or whatever. The line was getting backed up, so I hopped back on my register. I'm trying to play like I don't know what's going on. Obviously, at the time, I know I was wrong. I definitely should have rung her up because I was on the clock. That's my job. But at the time, I'm just trying to play it off. So my manager tells me, Chihuahua, she just like, you want lemon, you want lemonades. That's basically me squeezing lemons for the remaining of the shift, y'all. Anytime you did something that the management didn't like, they would try to punish you and they would put you on the lemonade. And if y'all don't know, Chick-fil-A, they make their lemonade from scratch. It's literally a machine where you put a lemon on there and you squeeze it, and it's a very y'all, it's not a job for the weak. It takes time, it's rigorous, it be hot back there, gnats be flying around. It's not the best place to be, but I was used to it at this point because, like I told y'all, at this time when I worked at Chick-fil-A, if I can find a picture of how I look, I'm gonna put it on here, y'all. But I'm not gonna hold you, not to toot my own horn, toot, but oh, my camera about to die. I'm gonna have to change my battery, but let me just keep talking into it. I was cute, y'all, and I feel like in college, it's around a time where a whole bunch of women, they don't really know themselves. They're not really confident within themselves. Everybody's insecure and they're easily influenced. If somebody don't like you, then the other person don't like you if they're friends. Like, people just like to hop on the bandwagon. Like, no one has minds of their own. So that's what would be going on at this time. I was an attractive girl. Guys liked me at the Chick-fil-A. None of my managers liked me because guys like me. And that's what it was. It was just like a hate Asia train. And then they also said that my work ethic wasn't the best. And in their defense, I'm gonna give them that. Like, I wasn't one of those taffy working at Chick-fil-A. Like, I was not one of those people that went over and aboard to make $7 and like 13 cents. I wasn't one of those overachievers. I'm not gonna say that I was, because I wasn't, y'all. But at the same time, I came to work, I did my job. If I liked you, I did my job, and I clocked out. Like, that's all that matters. Okay, y'all, so my camera did end up dying, so I'm going to try to wrap this up because this battery right here it's on low battery as well. So back to what I was saying. Just simply because I was pretty and males like me, and at this Chick-fil-A, it was, I want to say it was like 70% women and it was men, and a lot of the guys would be flirty. Like, my managers would be flirty, the customers would be flirty with me. Like, when I was on trash duty, guys would literally try to take the trash for me. And people were just nice. Like, I would literally have conversations with all of my clients. They would come in and we would literally be conversing at the register, and my manager would be like, next. Like, I honestly felt like, and like I said, this is not to toot my own horn, but I do feel like they did not like me just because I was pretty and I was charismatic. Like, they didn't like me because of my charisma. That's literally the reason why they did not like me. And because they didn't like me, they would give me the jobs where I was not being seen in the back doing lemons for an entire 8-hour shift. That's cruel. In the freezer, cutting up food and storing it, were like basically putting me in places where nobody would see me at. But that's besides the point, y'all. Let me get back to the story. So yeah, so now I'm on lemons the entire night. So now I'm annoyed, and I don't think my manager knew that it was my roommate, but she saw the mess that I did, and I was getting punished for it, y'all. Simple as that. So that whole shift, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit anxious because I don't recall everything Mike said when she left, but I do recall her saying, oh, you gonna see. So I'm expecting to go home on some bad girls ish. I'm expecting to go home and my mattress is in the imaginary pool. We ain't have a pool, y'all. I told y'all I lived in the hood at this time. I was in college club. So I'm expecting my mattress to be like on a front porch. I'm expecting some of my property to not be where it's supposed to be at. I'm expecting my food to be spoiled. I'm expecting something horrendous to be at the house, because she was like, okay, you want to be funny? Watch. So I was expecting something, and the whole shift, y'all, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm stressed out. They had your girl needing a cigarette, and I don't even smoke. I need a blunt, y'all, and I don't even smoke. That's how I was feeling by the end of that shift. So I clock out at 9 o'clock, and I know at this point my roommates, they're already home. I typically get in. Did I wait? Yeah, okay. This was when I was in between jobs. I started off at Chick-fil-A, and then okay, it's coming back to me now, y'all. My bad. So yeah, so I get home, like I said, y'all, palms are sweaty, I'm anxious. I'm thinking, like, when I get in here, I gotta be ready. Like, the set, I gotta be ready, because I'm thinking as soon as I get to the door, like, I'm thinking it's about to be war. So I get in the house, and to my surprise, it's quiet. The roommate car is outside parked. No TVs on, no stickers, no kikis. I don't hear anything, y'all. It's dead quiet, but it's cold. So they played with the AC. They played with the thermostat. So it's freezing cold and it's quiet. That's the one thing that about college club. That AC knew it worked. Like, you know how sometimes when you stay in, I don't want to call it, because it was a student housing apartment, y'all, but it was pretty much considered the hood, and stuff don't be working. But one thing about college club, that AC worked. It worked, y'all. So it's quiet. Everybody sleep. No TVs on, no phones on. I don't hear anything. I take a shower and we cool. It's mad quiet that night. I wake up in the morning and I go to my 8 a.m. class. And typically my roommates, they're like up around this point, but they're like not home, which is odd because typically they would be home. Like I would leave out before them and I would be like the last one to come in. But it's just, it's dead, y'all. They not even home. So that's that or whatever. I go to my 8 a.m. class and then I come back home because after my 8 a.m. I had to go to work, but I needed to come home and change for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't go to class in my uniform because I typically do. But this particular day, y'all, I did not do that. And I come home, and when I come home, my roommate car, they're like in the car is already parked, and they had just pulled up because I door was open. She was basically about to get out the car. So I pull up, and when I pull up, I already like see that we're about to like enter the house at the same time. So as I'm getting out of my car, Mike opens her door and she's like, leave that door unlocked. I'm about to come in. And it's like, duh, I know that. So when she say that, I'm like, duh. And I keep walking. And she's like, what? What? And at this point, y'all, I'm not really thinking too much of it. Like I already told y'all they sisters, so I already knew if it came down to it, I would be the one that's getting jumped. Like if anybody's gonna get jumped, it's gonna be me. But at this point in my mind, I wasn't thinking that they would jump me. I was more so just thinking like if anything go down, that's what it's gonna come down to. But my mind, like my head wasn't there yet, y'all. That's not what I was thinking. So I'm going up the stairs or whatever, and I hear her talking a whole just talking crazy in my ear, talking mad crazy, y'all. So I go upstairs and then I come back downstairs and I have my uniform on because like I said, y'all, it's just a quick little in and out. I'm changing. I'm getting ready to go to work. When I come downstairs, homegirl is in the doorway, like the doorway for me to get out the apartment. She's standing in the doorway and she was like, you was trying to be funny earlier. What's up? And y'all know what that means. When somebody say what's up, those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. And I'm not going to hold you. I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised because if you ever came, like imagine coming down the staircase and you see one person, and honestly, to be fair, it was basically like a 2-for-1. It was like I was fighting 3 people because Mike, she was double my size, so that count for 2 people. And then Ike, she was smaller than me, y'all. So I'm gonna say 2.5 people. So as I'm coming down the stairs, all I see first is Mike. And then the closer I get to the door, then I see Ike beside her. And she already got her hair pulled up and she's already in the stance, like the stance. And she's saying, what's up? So I'm like, what's up? What's up? She's like, yeah, you was trying to be funny. I was like, I wasn't trying to be funny, but I'm not serving you. She was like, I wouldn't want you to serve me or make any of my food. I wouldn't trust you. Like I wouldn't even trust you if you like, I don't trust you to touch any of my food. I don't remember exactly what she was saying, y'all, but she was trying to call me nasty and dirty, saying that she wouldn't eat after me. But girl, when you was hungry, them Chick-fil-A meals that I used to bring home, they used to hit. And used to ask for extra sauce, but all of a sudden you wouldn't eat after me. You wouldn't. Whatever. So she's like, oh, I wouldn't eat after you. I wouldn't drink after you. Like, I didn't want you to make my food, but you don't need to be trying to be funny. If you're going to try to be funny, then what's up? So I'm like, what's up? What's up? What's up? And she's like, bro, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there because I've been trying to keep the peace down in this hole. I've been trying to keep the peace down. So as she's saying like, what's up, y'all, I'm still like walking. I wasn't arguing with her. I was just like, what's up? As I'm saying, what's up? I'm going out the door or whatever. Her sister moves to the side. But mind you, y'all, this is how I'm going out the door. I'm going out the door like this. I'm going out the door like this. So it's like I'm walking down the stairs and immediately I go like this, because you're not about to jab me and no, you're not about to hit me from behind. No, ma'am. I need to see all three of y'all coming. So I'm like this. I'm like, what's up? She's like, what's up? What do you want to do? What's up? I said, well, I'm finna go to work. I'm about to go to work. I don't have time for this. And please don't touch none of my stuff. And then Ike is like, girl, ain't nobody touching none of your stuff. Ain't nobody touching none of your stuff. So they're basically yelling. And I slammed the door, y'all. And when I slammed the door, I turn around quick because I'm thinking I'm just about to get in my car and pull off. But no, y'all, they follow behind me to my car. And while they following behind me, I'm literally like, what's up? Like, what do you want to do? So she was just like, if you want to take it there, we can take it there. If you want to take it there, we can take it there. And the little sister, you can already tell she didn't want to fight, but it was just kind of like, your mama done sent you to the bus stop because your sister about to fight. And she's like, y'all, if one fight, all fight. That's what it was giving. Like, she can't come back home with hands on her without you having hands on you. That's literally what it was giving, because I didn't really want to fight, but she was like right there every step of the way. Like, if your sister coming outside to follow me to fight me, why are you also coming outside? Like, why are you following her? So that's how I knew they were trying to jump me. So at this point, I'm literally putting the key in my car, and I'm about to get in my car, y'all, and she's following me around one way. Ike goes around the other way. And then she was just like, I'm not gonna have you talking crazy. If you want to talk, you can get hit. This girl starts yelling to the top of her lungs. Screaming loud as hell. And I already told y'all, you're not about to embarrass me. You are not about to embarrass me. So I get in my car, and she's still screaming. And now Ike is trying to pull her in the house. She was basically one of those emotional people. She don't know how to keep her emotions in tune. And she starts crying and screaming. And in her defense, you know how some people, they get mad to the point where they just start crying. So that's what she was doing, y'all. She was crying and screaming and yelling. And she was just saying that she wanted to hit me, but she just didn't hit me, but she wanted to hit me. And now we got the little sister calming her down. And it's looking like both of y'all need to be in an institution at this point, because I'm pulling off in my Chevy, and y'all in the parking lot screaming to the top of y'all lungs for what? So y'all, I just knew when I came home, my stuff was gonna be damaged, but nothing was damaged, y'all. I went to work after that. Luckily, nothing happened. When I got back home, all of my stuff was still there. I only had a few more months on the lease. When the lease was up, I was out of there. I ended up moving again. And that was pretty much the end of the story time on how they tried to jump me. And honestly, that would have been crazy, because I'm not gonna lie, she was very athletic, y'all. She was little, but she had an athletic build on her. And like I said, I probably could have beat up Mike just because the girl was not stable. Like, y'all should have seen her. She was literally on all fours in the freaking parking lot. Just, it ain't ever been that deep. Like, nobody has ever got me out of character like that, because nothing has ever been that deep. But yeah, girl, that's pretty much the end of this story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also let me know what other videos y'all want to see, what y'all want to hear from me. Nothing crazy, because somebody commented on my last video and they was like, Asia, do a story time of a freaky deaky sit. I'm a lady. Y'all will never catch me on the Lord's internet talking about how I got beat down. Like, no, we don't do that. If y'all do want to see a video like that, maybe I posted a video how I lost my virginity video. I want to say I posted that maybe like 4 years ago, and even then I kept it real cute and real PG. We keep it real cute over here. Y'all will never see, y'all, I got morals. Y'all will never see that type of content, because I have brothers. Imagine my brother clicking on YouTube, he's seeing a video how I got D down. Like, we can't do that. Keep it real cute, but I am open and I'm all ears for the recommendations. Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all in my next story time. Mwah.